Hey everybody, we are back with part 2 of Play to Find Out Smooth Criminals. We are still in downtime. I believe Pian was about to do their second downtime action.
Yes,
Yeah.
okay. So I think we see let me just I think we see this is I'm sorry, Kelsey, I'm kind of saying some stuff that you would say here, but
No, please set the scene.
Okay. Um Vay is sitting on the bed, cross-legged, just sitting there with Peppermint lounged out in front of her.
Like you say, just to really set the scene here, this is not really so much a bed as
a mattress on the ground.
Yeah,
exactly. And it's I'm kind of sitting there, and Peppermint's lounged out in front of me, and I think she's sitting there thinking, she's okay, what could I do to figure out what's going on with Astrid? What could I do? I could
You see me roll over in the next bed.
No, let me do the scene, Dom. I'm gonna fucking ruin it, and I'm gonna find you and punch you in the goddamn face. You got it? Now get out of my scene.
Fine, I'll roll over my bed and just pull on the curve. It's like she keeps talking so loud.
We have a sound
as
effect.
it all echoes around over the space that's just up and the cat walks up above. Yeah,
You just ruined it, Dom, too. You ruined the whole scene.
I domified it.
Dom, get out.
Fine, I'll mute myself.
No, it's too late. It's too late.
Go, Pian.
So Astrid's or not Astrid, wow. Vay's sitting there thinking what could I do to figure out, I could ask Mrs. Peacock, I could follow her around some more. I could what could I do? Wait. I look at Peppermint and I'm what could I do to just work things out and just maybe talk out loud and and then I think I just stare at Peppermint. I'm you're thinking what I'm thinking, aren't you? I should just fucking talk to her, shouldn't I?
It's at the moment where the curtains swoosh open and I walk in with a tricorn hat and a feather boa on.
Perfect.
Evening, love. And I'm wearing I'm wearing blue, and I never wear blue. I wear a blue sundress. I'm just hello, love.
I look up and I'm huh?
Doff my hat.
Honey?
Throw it down in front of Peppermint, and Peppermint probably starts chewing on it or something.
Attacks it and pounds
It's a really nice hat, and I'm just it's a cat toy.
What's the occasion? And she's kind of smiling a little bit.
Well, I'm not exactly sure. I think Porsche asked me out on a friend date because we went to the opera, and then it wasn't that good. I mean, I'm sure it was lovely if you actually like opera, but it was I don't know.
Who likes opera?
We were really pitchy, and there was a woman in a weird bra. It was strange. And then we went to a thing with art. I paid a guy a bunch of money. And then, maybe Porsche got laid. Him and some lady went back into a back room. And then we bought a painting. And I stole a hat and a feather boa. And toss it over my shoulder again. It's one of those days for Astrid.
Vay chuckles and just looks up and is I actually are you free for a little while?
Sure thing, love. She starts to unbutton her dress. Oh, not that thing. Okay, buttons it back up.
I like look at Peppermint. I'm like, you move. Get the fuck move. It's like I think I like push Peppermint off the bed. I'm like, just sit here. Okay? Just sit.
Yeah. She like
And she's acting like super weird. Like Vay's like not like because like she's like I want to do this, but I don't want to like do this. Like this is like I don't want to like show that I like actually care, but like I do actually care. So like I like it's so she's like super awkward. She's like just like sit here. Let's.
she sits down and she's like, honey, I'm a little worried because the only two reasons I could think of when you were about to act like this would be you're about to kill me or you're about to propose to me, and I'm not sure which is more terrifying. Right now, that came out wrong. What do you want to talk about? Smiles, trying to cover up her ridiculousness.
They like kind of like looks at her, like shakes her head, but then like looks back at her and like goes like opens her mouth, talk, and then kind of like half closes it again, and then looks down and like fiddles with her hands, and then looks back up and like opens her mouth and like and then half closes her mouth and then like looks back down and just goes, are you okay?
Out of nowhere is just staring down into the water, like she can't stop looking at the water. Maybe there's like some weird reflection at the bottom. Just total change in mood out of nowhere. So, well,
Are you okay?
Is anyone okay? I think so. Why do you ask?
I know something's been up.
Okay.
And I was just worried.
A long time ago, I did some very, very bad things. And I've been thinking about them a lot. And it might be affecting my judgment just a little bit. I'm sorry if that's come across in our relationship.
That's not. I was just worried. I want to make sure you're okay.
I
And
think I really did. No, finish your thought.
I just want to make sure you're okay.
Well, he's totally not convinced that's everything that's there. It's just like, you should. I'm fine, but is there anything else you need to talk about?
Okay, this is out of character, Liz. Like this is like me just being like, I remember like what happened. Why originally did Astrid go to what's his face? What disease?
I had an elder god in my brain.
That's right.
I mean, that's not entirely accurate, but that's not entirely inaccurate either.
I
You?
went to a doctor.
Right.
Because I had a thing inside my head that was freaking me out.
Smaller. Because if it was Cthulhu, he'd be blabbing on the ground, but it's just a little sister. I'll go back to mute now.
Back in your corner, Dom. Okay, yes.
And you like okay, I think like they just kind of like looks down and just goes, you've been a little distant and I just want to make sure that like I don't know. And then she just kind of like drops it from there and just kind of like,
I think at an uncharacteristic like level of concern for anyone other than maybe herself, she like slides forward and like takes your hands, like both your hands, and is just like, I'm sorry you feel that way. We'll try and do better. Okay?
she just kind of nods.
She like looks down in the water for a second, as if like waiting to see something down there. And then when nothing happens, she's just like, okay. I'm feeling anxious being down here. Do you want to go for a walk?
I would, yeah, that sounds nice.
Like take off my feather boa and like wrap it around your neck in like a way that's like totally wrong. Like I don't even, maybe I like have the like boa strings going like backwards or something. Something ridiculous. She does something ridiculous. And then it's just like, well, Peppermint, keep him in line while we're going, okay? And she just like starts to like walk upstairs.
They laughs and follows.
Perfect.
Coolio. So, what clock was it you were working on?
What is wrong with Astrid?
Yeah, what the word for word, what the fuck is going on with Astrid?
Of course.
I need to know what's
I
going
think
on in
she
his.
just told you in the best way she knows how. / can legally.
I just love, baby, don't hurt me.
You're a scoundrel. Since when do you care about the law?
Yes.
Scoundrel with standards. I care about something.
Your definition of standards and I don't know, Mr. Posh's definition of standards.
Everybody has different levels.
See, here's the difference. I follow moral convictions. He follows social convictions.
I just want to fight.
Exactly. Yeah. I just want to.
I love that look on your face, Tex. You're like, maybe that's right.
Like he doesn't like character analysis time. I don't get the impression that Posh like gives a shit what we do as long as we like get
Don't
money
blow,
power.
don't blow up the world.
Like that's the impression I get from Posh. Astrid is I want to have fun and I don't want to do anything that's going to haunt my conscience.
Because it's already too haunted.
Because it's already too haunted.
Right. So should PN do a roll for the clock?
Yeah. I mean, that sounded a lot like some very awkward consorting.
It's so awkward, but yet so beautiful at the same time. It's an art.
It's how I would handle things in real life.
Bum, ba, bum, 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 bum,
I'd be like, I just really want you to like I like are you
Just be okay.
Yeah.
Stop it.
I want you to be good. Okay,
You're just
consort.
too good to be true. Can't
Okay,
take
what-
my eyes off of you.
I'm gonna punch you in the face, Dom.
No.
Please don't. That's where all my good luck stays.
What am I rolling? Like, so do I just roll consort? Like, or
Yeah, there's no, or you can either hit the consort button and just leave it at the default because there's no real position here, or you can roll it as a fortune roll and enter in the number of dice that you have based on what your consort is.
no, whatever. I'll just.
It's personally, I think it's
5?
easier just to hit the fucking button. 5, nice. Give yourself two dots.
Q dance.
Coolio.
Aren't you trained in consort?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should get a bonus die for downtime actions because I was with you.
Yeah.
So roll another die.
Oh yeah.
Should I just roll consort again?
Just roll 1d6.
You might get a crit.
If you get a 6, you can do a little better.
Yeah, it's just might as well see what happens.
Yeah, so the 5. Yep. Coolio. Awesome. So did you guys still want to spend coin to do extra stuff?
I do.
Okie doke.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay.
What would you like to do, Dom?
I would like
Tell
to
me
go.
more.
I would like to go to my favorite witch to train
Ooh.
for my my mass powers.
Okay.
Bring in a friend. Is this a continuation of the Astrid TomCat adventure, or no?
You might get murdered, so no.
I would totally get murdered by this. That's okay.
So
Actually, I figured out she was magic. I'd probably behave.
She's like my friend in real life. I don't bring her to my other friends because I know there's going to be conflict.
Fair enough.
Which I based this character totally on her. I told her real life, and she's actually bawling about it.
So what do you what is the downtime action that you're doing here? Are you
Basically, I'm advancing my clock by using the tone and money because you know
okay.
you gotta get those magical spices. You gotta because I specifically wait to burn coin on it because making a spirit mass it's a lot of work.
Yeah. So you can go ahead and spend 1 coin to be able to make a roll here. Are you working with her to roll a tune to like she's helping you make
Yeah.
it, or
Helping me. This is our
okay,
spirit baby.
your spirit baby?
Baby, this mask.
Like, so to describe the inside of her house, like is that where, or like her workshop I should say, in her house where you're working on this mask?
Basically, it's a. Remember that secret door that I told you about that, like, you know, crease out? She takes me through the secret door, and this time she actually not wearing the geisha. She's actually wearing her full witch doctor outfit. Like,
Yeah.
we're doing rich. She's like doing the Megwa Waiki Fire Sao, because it's been a while since I watched Jackie Chan Adventures, so I'm not sure on the phrase. It's been a while.
It's been literally forever.
But yeah, we're doing Power Sanfa. There we go. Wow, Star.
Okay.
We're chanting, bringing in the magic. She's like have this like pot, burn the spice, oil of Leviathan, dust of the demon horn, eye of Newt, because you always have to have eye of Newt.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't really do anything, but it's just there.
It's required. It's like the
required.
base. Okay, yeah, sweet. I like it.
You like you're working at it and you see like a cat like form starting to form over my head. That kind of looks like what the mask is going to be in the end time. Which, by the way, I got what was it, Wrath to actually put the mask behind me
Sweet.
in the picture whenever you finish it. It's going to be amazing.
Looking forward to them arts.
Yes.
Yeah, roll me some attune here.
Okay.
Let's see how well this goes. And she
Control situation, standard effect, bonus dice 1 because she's my partner in crime, and 6.
Nice.
So the clock goes up by another 2.
For a downtime action on
Not sure.
a 6 is, I thought it was isn't it 3? Yeah,
I'm
it
not
should be
sh-
3.
I'm not sure on the new system. That's why.
Let me double check.
Problem with doing a show the night a massive rules update goes live.
It's crazy. I know. I definitely know. I mean, it's mostly just double checking everything.
Mhm.
Yeah. What has changed? Because
3 ticks.
3 ticks. Oh, sweet. Well, let me see.
Let me look at my clocks.
Okay, let me see. It's at 5, so it goes up to 8. I'm getting there.
Is it a huge clock? Is it a 12 clock?
Yeah, it's a 12 o'clock.
Oh man.
Oh, I'm getting the item out of it, so that's why we came to the assumption that it has to be big.
Okay.
It's one of those things. You see me like looking around. It's like, so this is new. So you do potions now, elixirs. You sell it to people now. Kind of like the awkward, talk while the chanting's going on.
I think she's totally not like you're awkward, and she's totally cool. She's like, yes, well, I have been known to make things sure to make them just money on the side is money on the side. It keeps my personal projects alive.
You see me look to the right, and I see like an arcane golem in the corner. It's like,
Yeah,
just say, I
it's a
guess
little
that's for,
hole.
yeah. It's like, yeah, I'm guessing that's for extra protection, just in case.
Yeah, totally. It's
I look-
like, yeah, it's like got like it's like made out of like,
Clockwork gears.
Yeah, sure.
That's what I'm thinking in my head. How arcane golems work in this universe is
Yeah, that they're called hulls, and
Yeah.
they can be made out of lots of different stuff, but clockwork is totally one of them.
Yeah, and I look and I see like 2 guard dogs that are clockworks. You're just ready for someone to attack you, aren't you?
Mm-hmm. Well, you have to be vigilant.
Always vigilant. Fair enough. And I'm gonna burn 1 more gold to do it again.
Jeez.
All right, let's
this
do
is-
it again.
We're doing like a week time of this period
Sure.
because I got money in my pocket and I got to burn.
Get your mind on your money and your money on your mind.
Give me see a tone. Standard. Partner. And yeah.
Nice. Another 3
Part of-
ticks.
Yeah,
It's
part of
almost
me.
full now, yeah.
Yeah, it's almost full. I'm thinking about paying that extra gold just to get it out of the way.
If you pay 1 more gold, you will finish it.
Okay, I'll pay that 1 more gold.
Because that'll boost it from a 6 to a crit, which will give you 5, which is enough to fill it.
Okay. You see me like put all my reserves into it. It's like so broke, but it's complete. So what kind of mask is this? Is this a fine mask or just a regular mask? I'm not sure
Yeah.
if there's a difference.
It's a fine spirit mask.
Oh my god. If you ever see the picture, it has 3 eyes and has like dreadlocks coming back and has a cashier cat mouth.
Cheshire.
Mhm.
When I toned with it, my mouth actually moves with the cat mouse as it talks.
Yes. It's perfect. Brilliant.
Awesome.
Love it.
Creepy as hell.
As well you should.
And I thank her for her business, and I'll probably be by to see her on a later date.
Cool. Yeah. She's very happy to have spent this week with you making this mask and sinking her claws into your psyche. I mean, I'm not making any
What?
notes over here. What are you talking about?
What?
What?
Crazy.
Brilliant. That's everybody's downtime.
Sorry, I want to spend money because of course I do.
Yeah, tell me more.
On our I'm gonna go find Wicker.
Okay.
But I think it's not a conscious decision on Astra's part.
Haha.
I think it is
Is it
her.
on the walk?
Yeah, it's on the walk. I think it's on the walk.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, I was hoping when you were like, it's I want to go see what, I was like, please let it be on the walk. Please let it be on the walk.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what
What was Wicker's like working name?
you tell me. I don't have that written down. I don't think we've discussed this, so I don't have it written down.
Like when he was undercover, I don't know. Someone give me a good mill worker name.
David.
David?
Bob the Builder. Can we fix no builder? Can we fix it?
No. I refuse.
Been working on the rare.
I will punch you in the face, Dom.
All right.
David.
You quiet. His name is David. David, the totally innocent dock worker.
David, the doctor.
Kelso like to
Yeah.
come up with Astrid's totally innocent dock worker name.
Sure. Astrid's totally innocent dock worker name was Jane.
Perfect.
Perfect. Okay, so yeah, like where do you run into Wicker on your walk? Because it's not like you're gonna go to his house with with Orchid in tow.
There's a tea shop in Hightown that I just, as we're going, I'm like, hey, let's stop here. And he just happens to sit down at the table next to us because this is his favorite tea shop.
So does he sit down as you two are having tea and not realize who you are at first? Or does he see you and then sit down and is seated
I will
next?
leave that up to your discretion.
I don't want to make that decision, so I'm gonna roll a d6.
I'll roll a d6.
I already rolled it. It's a 3. Okay. What does that mean? That means that he does not recognize you at first. Like your back is to him as he comes and sits down, but he's probably going to recognize your voice. He's dressed as David, the totally innocent dock worker.
Not at all a magic person.
Definitely not a magic person at all. Yeah, and he's just having tea. He got off of his shift as a dock worker that he's still maintaining as cover, and needs a minute to relax. So you probably hear his voice first, as you know that chamomile is his favorite tea. And so when he says, right then, a chamomile, yeah, you immediately recognize his voice and his order.
Out of nowhere.
And I'm just and Faye's just sitting over here like,
It's probably like mid-sentence, and then Astrid's just like, oh shit.
I'm like, I think I'm gonna go for the pomegranate. Honey?
Yes, love?
You
Uh,
okay?
Yeah. Can I tell that he's noticed me? Like, has he noticed my voice, or is he just still like ordering?
He just ordered. He hasn't made any indication that he recognizes your voice in any way.
So, like she like puts her hood down, because she's an edgelord and was totally wearing her hood this entire time.
I don't know anything about that.
Yeah. She puts her hood down, and like you see like the silver ring on her horn catch the light of like the lantern at the table, because it's always dark and dustful, and this is an outdoor tea house.
Yep.
Having an interesting couple of days. Sorry, I got distracted.
You can talk to me, you know.
The blackberry is really good. I've been told the chamomile is also excellent, but was always too light for me.
At that point, He overhears you say chamomile. He still doesn't recognize your voice, but he turns around and like your back is still to him, but like he can see the back of your head and your horns and the ring, and but he doesn't recognize you at first. Like it doesn't. He's still in the I've done manual labor for the last 8.5 hours mindset and needs his tea to calm down a little bit. He turns around, like, you know, leans over the back of the chair to talk to these two women, kind of look. It's like, right, the chamomile's really well. I recommend it. I do.
And she turns around and looks at him for a second and is just like,
And
it's good to see you.
Yeah, like, and when you turn to look at him, you're like
inches from his face. Yeah.
Stupid close to him.
Like any closer, I'd probably poke his eye out with my horns.
Right.
What are the two? It's hard to tell.
It's hard to tell. He immediately like backs up and looks at you and is not quite sure how to react, but you called him by his Doc
I called him by his like cover name because I don't want to blow his cover.
Yeah, and so he's not sure. Like your cover's is dead.
That person died, as far as we know.
Right. So he's like he hesitates a moment because he knows who you are, but he's not sure what to call you because he's like, I can't just call you by.
I'm sorry. Like, I know it's been a few years. Orchid, this is my partner, Vay. And she like points with her thumb.
Right. David, nice to meet you, Vay. Astrid, it's been so long.
Yeah. David was actually the person who introduced me to this place. Really great tea. I'm surprised you're still coming here. And she like turns back to her table and is like fiddling with like a sugar shaker or something like that. Something that would be on the table.
Sure.
Just like absent-mindedly, not nervously at all.
Oh no, not at all nervous. Don't worry about it.
Anyway, giving Vay an opportunity to talk to my ex-boyfriend. Their player wants to.
Yeah, I think they kind of like looks at Astrid and goes, "Oh, who's that?"
Like I said, this is David.
Pleasure.
We met each other a while back.
Oh, where did you guys? She like turns to David and, oh, where did you guys meet?
We've totally done this before. And I feel like the answer he would have given is, I met her at this tea shop like before. I don't know. Like that's not
and now right. That was like the cover answer. And now you've already said that he introduced you to this place, and so he can't give that answer
or
either.
He can, or he does. I'll give you a devil's bargain, Kelsa. I'm really good at giving the DMs devil's bargain.
It's perfect. Yeah, so he's like, yeah, we met here. It's a lovely place to have tea. Lovely conversations.
And Vay tilts her head and just goes, but I thought he introduced you to the...
Well, he introduced me to the tea. I had been working here for a while. Back years ago, honestly, I was actually a waitress here, believe it or not. Don't eat the chicken. Just don't.
Never. He leans into the lie and he's like, she'd been working here 6 months and hadn't had a single cup. You believe it?
Honestly.
No.
You know me. I'm not a person.
You believe it? No.
I'm,
No,
you
that's
believe,
not what you
believe
said,
me,
that's
I'm
not
not a tea person. But I don't know. The one with the rose hips in it is really good. I recommend that.
Vay just kind of nods and like, okay, and just like kind of lets it go and just goes back and goes. So I was looking at the pomegranate one,
Mm-hmm. That was
and
pretty good. Very fruity.
I'll let you get back to your date, love.
Yeah, good to see you.
And yeah, he turns back around.
Yeah, and I think I talk just loud enough that he can hear everything I'm saying, but not like we've done this before, where we've like I'm having a conversation with one person so that he can overhear that conversation.
Yeah.
Doing that just so that he knows everything we're talking about. We're probably talking about peppermint and.
Are you trying to regain his trust? Is that
I am.
Is that what you're working on?
I'm trying to be very honest with him, and I want him to feel like I'm not going to blow his cover.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm trying to be very honest with him while actively deceiving everyone else around me, which is so great.
You're a good human being. Why don't you roll me some dice?
What dice would you? Fortune roll,
We're
right?
talking about she's a terrible person.
Yes, but you'd use your Johnson sway.
Just you wait.
Because what you're doing here is the action you're doing is lying to everyone around you.
Well, that's fine. I
He
get one
is.
back.
You're not lying to him, but you're lying to literally everybody else, including your girlfriend. So, yeah, let's see that.
Who completely caught you in the lie?
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah, that's canon. 4. There you go.
How many ticks is that?
2.
Perfect. Thank you.
I like how I'm just really good at giving Kelsa devil's bargains. like.
It's
no, it's good.
Something that they can.
I take it with my teeth.
Mm-hmm. Oh hey, this was an entire scene
Nod
about
it
tea.
a little bit.
And I pay for our tea, and I leave, and I probably just like as I go, I like absentmindedly pat him on the back or something like that, just like a little "I'm here" kind of gesture.
Yeah.
Or like I'm in the area, so you're safe now. More like.
Yeah, and I think as you leave, like the camera cuts to him like putting his hand on his own shoulder where you touched him now that you're gone, and then like watching you leave, and then and sipping the tea.
Awesome.
Perfect. So
now that I've created additional drama for myself.
You're just great at that. It's fine.
It's the best way to play role-playing games is get yourself in so much shit and then crawl your way out with both hands.
So let's cut back. Okay. Tux, I think you had some ideas of what our next score is, but
actually,
oh my god. You have another downtime action? Please tell me you have another downtime. Go.
I actually kind of do have another downtime action, and I'm so sorry, Tux. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Quit apologizing and do your downtime action.
With any luck, we can knock out the score the next hour, and then we have another full hour for downtime.
Perfect.
Okay. So I'm trying to decide which way I want to go here. If I want to take it the approach Astrid and ask what happened, or find out who David is.
I feel like that would take a clock in and of itself.
I know, but I would like to begin that clock.
Yeah. How do you want to start?
I don't know.
Ask Astrid.
Yeah,
why
I could
she-
ask Astrid, but Astrid's lying to me. So you know what? I
You
can't
could
really
ask
trust her, can I?
Astrid why she lied to you.
She doesn't want to know the answer to why Astrid lied to her, so she's not going to ask Astrid that.
Mm-hmm.
I
I just complete the clock for her.
It's true.
Just be like, he was a boy I dated. I'm the worst.
See, I really hate this because I can't use the gather information on PCs because then I could ask what's really going on here.
I don't see why not.
I mean, to a certain degree you can, but I mean, yeah.
Then yeah, I guess I will on our walk back. we begin to leave the cafe. This 3-part scene. We begin to leave the cafe and we're like walking back, and I like maybe like you kind of like go to hold her hand or something, like something really simple and everything, and she
It's-
kind of like
It's totally putting an arm around her.
yeah, and she kind of brushes you off and keeps like just like walking a bit.
Is something wrong?
What was that back there?
That was a very, very old friend.
Seems like you guys have some miscommunications on how you met.
Yes. I kind of want to respect his privacy. But I can tell you that I was doing some very bad things at the time. How's that?
She kind of nods and she just goes, bad things.
Yes. He's a good man. He's just in deep. Part of the reason I don't talk to him anymore.
She just kind of nods. And I think she's gonna leave it there, but I would like to begin a clock at least. That is figure out what the fuck
I feel like this could go
is
into what's
going
up
on
with
with
Astrid.
Astrid.
No, I feel like this could actually go into your pre-existing clock if you really wanted it to.
I mean, it's all related to what the fuck is going on with Astrid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
They could be moving they might find out who I am clock forward when this is all happening.
Possibly.
that is my clock is only a 4-count clock for what the fuck's going on with Astrid.
Okay, well,
So you might want to move that forward.
that's the thing. I don't want to move that forward because that might get me killed.
That's a bad clock. That's a bad clock.
It's very
I
bad.
want to see that clock though, so you know.
I don't want to see that clock. 'Cause
I will put this. However, may make a mark on the clock we start until we start that clock. If you remember me starting that last time.
Which clock?
The clock until we start that clock.
Clock until we start that clock. The clock.
Yeah, and then there's a really big, and then there's a really big arrow to that clock, which says
Is there a
Astrid has too many magic powers. What the fuck is up with that?
Is that
It's-
who has too many magic power? Huh?
Your name is Astrid. You have
Yeah,
too many
but
magic.
whose clock is this? Is this?
Yeah.
It's mine. It's a GM clock.
Oh dear, that's even worse. Okay, Yes.
There's a subtitleless clock that I'm not going to reveal just because it's for my personal amusement.
Insert evil laugh.
It answers the question, what the fuck is up with that?
Okay.
And break
please
time, right?
continue.
And it's now break time.
Do
I
the roll
believe.
and then we'll move on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Do the
Okay.
roll, and then it will be break time.
Okay. Okay.
I'm about to go get me some toast.
And what would that be? Would that be consort or sway?
Yes.
Either is applicable.
Yes.
Did you roll the +1 die because I'm here?
No, I didn't.
5 still. It's good. That's
Perfect.
2?
Yeah.
3. Yeah, 2.
So can we talk about how that filled the clock?
Nice.
I'll fill you in downtime or in break.
Okay.
Nice.
I guess the rest of us need to go somewhere else.
No, you're fine.
Alrighty. We are finally actually finished with downtime. So when we get back, we're going to do a score.
Sorry, Todd.
Join us right after that. Join us right after the break for our next score. See you then.